Shark is a menace, but don't let it bully you. I know a lot of players struggle with this fight, so today I'm going to break down how to beat this boss easily, even with the free characters you already have. Let's go. First off, let's start with tension cards. You don't need them. I want to prove a point to people that, like, yes, tension cards can help, but like, it's really about how you play this fight. It doesn't matter how many cards you have. Besides Ferocity, that's the one card I can argue that you have to have if you're really struggling, because what Ferocity does is that the person you're playing, if you happen to die, you just come back to life, which is kind of nice. Everything else is so character based, so moment based. Like, it's just not worth it. Just get Ferocity at least. That's pretty much what I need. 2, gotta have Yo. Yo is the main character. He's a great breaker, so worth it. If you don't have him, he should be in your team. Along with, who's this character's name? I'm really bad with names in this game. Koishi. I'm gonna call you K. Well, K, this dude right here, free to play healer. You have to get him because it's included when you start learning how to draw. You automatically get him, and I'm pretty sure you get this costume for free just for getting the game. And in the last slot can be anybody you want. I just throw Gotanda because a lot of people are pulling on the special banner. So, and he's like one of the uprated characters. Like, he's a simple 2-star. You can plug this in with anybody you want. You can put AG in, you can put Roku in, you can put Oi in. I don't think it's really gonna affect it too much, because honestly, I don't think it's really about the characters here. It's just about how you actually play this fight. One thing you're going to notice with this boss is going to dash at you. So you have 2 options in the beginning. You can either dash out the way or go for a counter. I'm a risky boy, so I'm going for the counter right here. He's going to come. Not even 2 seconds later, he's ready for it. Boom. I'm playing as Yo, so we focus on EQ combos here. And the thing about this boss, which is really nice, he likes to telegraph a lot of his time. Like, he'll whip his tail first before he hits it. He'll open his mind real wide before he hits it. What, he's probably gonna hit a beam attack? Yep. When this beam attack happens, you want to get ahead of it, dash, and get more combos off. The reason why we're forcing this EQ combo so much is because we want to get as much break. More break equals quicker special abilities. We're not even worried about tension cards because we only have 1 tension card this game. So when this mode comes out, what I like to do is at least get 1 EQ off, maybe like 2 basics. Come back. You want to make sure you're behind the ball you want. And if you're feeling risky, go for another counter real quick. Get some break value there. Just, if you're playing Yo, EQ. That's all. Look at that. Boom. We're right back in business. Now, by this point, you should, unless you have tension cards holding you back, you should at least have 2 tension ready to go to hit a note. So what I like about Gotanda, though, why I like playing him as another DPS, because I treat him and Yo as DPS, is that he can actually move while doing a lot of these things. So while the blue lines are going off the rip, he can just keep blasting and blasting and blasting and blasting and blasting and blasting and blasting. You want to get ahead of the beam again? Just keep blasting and blasting and blasting and blasting. Let me get an ult in, whoever you're playing as, get the ult ready to go. Look at that. And the best part is, just let it keep flowing. And with that, this boss is over. Now, I'm doing this with a faster team, I will admit. But once you learn the pattern, it's super simple. And you're going to be like, oh, hey, even if you're like, oh man, I don't even have Gotanda, I can't even do that. That's not fair. Fine. All right, we won't even use. Let's say by some weird miracle you never even got Gotanda, right? She's like, oh, I'll just throw in literally a low-level support. Matter of fact, we won't even do that. We'll just play with these 2 characters. That's it. Yo and K. Alright. Now this will be a little bit longer since I literally am missing a character. But this is just to prove you this matchup with Shark is really about knowing how to handle his attacks. Because the best thing about this game, which I enjoy when it comes to boss fights, or either really any fight, there's no time limits. That's what I've always, or turn limits. That's what I've always hated about certain things with like, you know, Genshin or like solo leveling. It's really just about how good you can actually play. And honestly, that is like, for me, I live for that. So, okay, so what we're gonna do here, they're probably gonna hit me with a blast, I wanna assume. No, counter. Oh! But as you saw right there, he'll open his mouth real wide. And you gotta just be able to catch that and try to go for a counter. Me personally, I try to go for a counter. So like I said, get behind the ball. Get behind the ball. He's gonna take it. I'm feeling kind of lucky. We're going for that counter. Boom. EQ him. Yeah, that's my thing. If you're playing Yo, like Eing and Qing should be like your main objective here, because you want to break as soon as you can to get that tension up. With more tension, cards are activated. Like I said before, you don't have any cards, but ultimates can be activated. A bunch of other things. He does the blast. Get ahead of the blast. I probably didn't even need to double dash there, because the thing about the dash, once you dodge that first thing and it kind of slows down for a second, like you get like a brief like second of invincibility. So even though it looks like it's gonna hit me, it's not. It's not. Oh, what? Oh, I thought he was gonna go in the middle of the map. That's fine. Where is he? So he down 2 bars. Now he's going in the middle of the map. This little spin thing. I don't have any long range people. That's why it's kind of nice to have another person here to kind of do business. But let's say you don't even have Gotana, like I said. Though you get the main character girl, I forget her name, but the blonde hair girl, she was also another healer. So if you really want to slow play this, you can 2 healers in Yo. It'll take you a little bit, but let's just say you want to progress the story, bro. It's an option. You don't gotta do like all that BS and stuff that they say. You can take your time. You can force it, you know. There you go. Look at that. We got a nice little EX going. Let's get the claw. A little ult out the way. Do a little damage. Oh, I don't want to get stuck back here. That's the one thing I hate about this boss, I will say. Getting hit is annoying because you get slowed down. That's my biggest issue with this game, is getting slowed down. But it's fine. And one thing is, since there's no time limit, you can kite. You can kite this fight pretty decently. Oh, this is a perfect example right here. Why I like Ferocity. You can get healed. Like I said, it's a little... I'm doing this the way harder way. I literally only have 2 people. You can literally have another tank help you out here. You can have another healer to avoid this from happening. Really, if I had another DPS, this would be going a lot faster on top of it. So okay, so this part right here is the boss's EX mode. And honestly, don't focus on doing... I know I was doing damage last time with Gotanda while this was happening. Don't do that. Or if you're playing with Yo and stuff, like just your main focus. So should be get to the back line and just shift between the 2. Like the back and the middle as much as you can, and just keep running to dodge the warning shot, and you're perfectly fine. That's an easily dodgeable part. What's this? The bombs. All right, when bombs happen, we can probably get at least an EQ off, a little combo. You want to get... Oh, you already have EX again. You want to get behind this. It's fine because he's gonna hit the ball or the bomb, and we get free eats right here. Boom. One thing I do hate about Ferocity, I will say, if you're like charging up your EX meter goes, it consumes the entire thing. It doesn't matter if you're at EX or 3 or 2, yeah, it will consume your entire thing. So that's the one thing that does suck. I do agree. Unfortunate. Where'd you go? Come on. Come on, that doesn't work on me, bro. So the trick for that one, I always forget to do the double dash. You're gonna notice a pool of water on the ground. Literally, as soon as that pool of water comes up, you hit the space bar, you hit RB, whatever. If you're using the controller, if I'm being honest, I'm actually a controller player because I play a lot of like Dark Souls and stuff on controller on my console. But this is one of the few games I'm actually trying to force myself to play mouse and keyboard. It just makes editing and recording all this stuff a lot more easier. For this again, you want to stay in the back. So this is why you don't want to get hit in the beginning, because you're just so slowed. But you kind of want to shift between these last 2 lanes and just keep kind of dashing here and there. Luckily, they're pretty forgiving. Look, he's gonna do the same thing again. Wait for that ripple on the ground. Look at that. Space bar when you see that, pretty much. Oh, don't forget the second one. That's fine. One thing, if you really want to cheese this too on some real stuff, I think the AIs are pretty good. So what I mean by that is that K over here, the healer, can heal you, I believe, every 40 seconds or every 50 seconds pretty decently. So you can just keep running around and avoiding the boss until that happens if you really want to do that. So you do have options. So like you don't really have to even attack during this segment. You can just really just do a lot of dashing. Oh, we want to stay ahead of this one though, because this is free. This is free damage right here. Free damage right there. Wait for the water from the bottom. Easy. And he's gonna do it again. That splash attack go crazy. Wait for him to come back up. Say hello to daddy. Hello. Pop it. Oh, we got EX. Alright, we can pop one out here. We can pop one out here. That's why I say, like, if you need a card, like, that's why I had Ferocity. And that's fine. Ferocity is fine. But, like, all these other cards are practically useless. Look at this. And the boss is dead. Now, the thing about this boss, I did this probably the harder way. Like, with just two characters. Like, you see, obviously, right here, it's possible with two characters. Yeah, it took me, like, maybe 2-3 times the time. But, like, it's definitely possible. Now, imagine if I had, like, if I was using Semba. Semba does great. I think Semba is great. Actually, if you don't know who Semba is, Semba is the rate up character right now. I don't know when you're watching this if she's available, if they add her to the standard banner, but if you do, I think she's great because she can heal you and she actually does really, really, really great damage. So she can solo this boss easily. She can solo it easily. So it's very possible. This is very doable. I think the big things you have to remember is that you don't always have to attack. It's okay to be in a defensive. Really, the game tells you to. You're not supposed to be attacking these enemies when they're in their EX mode. That's their most dangerous mode. Literally take this time to be more passive and just dodge. And I think the AI in this game is pretty good for your teammates. And the fact that, like, sometimes if I think I'm gonna die, I kind of switch off to another character that's full health because the AI can probably dodge better than me sometimes. I'm just being honest. And so have a little trust in it. It's very doable. So this is a quick little overview, quick little guide on just the shark thing to show you guys it is possible. And in case you're wondering, like, oh man, like you're a higher level, you're this. These bosses do scale, so it doesn't matter. The higher level you are, the higher level the bosses are going to be, which then change the reward. So this shark is actually stronger than the shark you do fight story mode. So giving you guys a heads up there. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to have another video up soon, either later today or maybe even tomorrow. I'm trying to figure some stuff out, but I do want to have a video about gear. Things that I realized that I was wasting my resources on, and I want you guys to avoid that too. And how to get the most out of your damage. Because as you can see, Gotanda was doing some decent damage, but there's a reason behind it. It's going to be a video you do not want to miss. But without further ado, that is it. Thank you for watching the video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns in the comment section, and I will hit you up later. Welcome to the Marination.